now listening to Daily Doses by the Rutherfords.
Here we are again. End of the road. Nah, that sounds dramatic. I was going to say end of the road.
Wow. Or end of the year, 2023. Wow.
Yay.
Made it.
It's come quick though, to be fair. I feel like this has been the most swiftest year.
Really?
Yeah, I guess so. I feel like I guess my year's been crazy, innit? So like,
Yeah.
it's been yeah. See, I'm mad grateful, man. I can't even lie.
Yeah. It's been a good year. It's been a good year.
Yeah, I'm not on that 2024 thing though. Like a new year, new me thing though. Never been.
Oh, that's
You're the second person I've hears words. Oh my gosh, you're the second person I've heard not hear. Jesus, sorry.
okay. You're the second person I hear.
I'm ready for, as you can tell, I'm ready for the new year. Bloody hell! But yeah, you're the second person I've heard who has said that within the space of like 24 hours. So
Wow.
yeah, I know a lot of people aren't trying to do the whole new year, new me. This year's gonna be my year. I mean, I can't like. I'm trying to do that.
Now what?
But
TSA.
Every year should be your year, bruv.
True.
I just see it as more as momentum. I feel like it's the perfect opportunity. I think New Year's are perfect opportunities to reflect and to be like, okay, cool. How has this year gone? How can I do better? How can I move forward? But I think the reason why, and I guess that's I've become very, I don't know if with age, I've become very like realist or like very like, come on man, get to the reality of it, is that we're at the end of this year. Do I even remember how last year ended? Like, I can't even track back quickly. Like, my mind is so fixated on like, my history can only go back maybe a week. No, like my mental history.
Yeah, no, I hear it, yeah.
Obviously, I remember things from like, obviously.
I was about to ask you, do you remember your wedding? Did you remember your wedding?
like one goldfish. Yeah. No. Like, I'm saying in terms of like, if you say, okay, what happened last week, I can reel that off. If you say what happened 2 months ago, I can still remember it, but I have to maybe check back a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think it's so interesting how when the year comes to an end is like, oh my gosh, I need to make sure everything's patterned. Even have this almost like a superstition. Not really superstition, but it's like, I don't want to start the year off like the first of the year with an argument. Or like with like a I don't know, like a debate or whatever, like. But then it just happens sometimes. I was like, the year started, here we go again, kind of thing. But yeah, I think what I'm doing now though to like remember how I'm feeling and what the year's been like is journaling. So Apple actually released the journal app pretty recently, with the new update of I sound like a geek, iOS 17.2. But like it is sick, man. Like obviously it's the first version of it, but like I've been doing voice notes, taking pictures, writing just really long stuff about how I'm feeling, how this certain moods made me feel, and this how and I feel like maybe end of next year I can look back at how I felt in 2023 through that. So maybe that's a way of recognizing how far I've come.
Yeah.
But yeah, what about you? How do you guys sort of reflect on the year?
Michael?
It's funny you mentioned the journal app. I actually need that because I think the beginning of this year I had started doing like a journal type thing on like the notes app, but I did it in a folder, so every day I'd kind of like summarize how I'm feeling and stuff. But in me fashion, I just forgot and I've stopped. But I think for me, it's sometimes, I guess like videos and photos always help.
Yeah.
I should probably write stuff down somewhere because I notice like when I look back at old notes, like randomly, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember when I was thinking about that, and like I was at a completely different type, like space here, or just memories from like, you know how your phone like tells you, oh, summertime madness, and then you click through. There's a slideshow of things that you've done. So I think that has probably helped me to kind of like take, like to observe like how the year has been and stuff. But I do need like better ways of tracking all of that because I'm very forgetful. Yeah. So hopefully maybe the journals app or me just getting a journal for next year. Yeah. What about you, Jude?
Funny enough, yesterday I actually started, but mine isn't necessarily like journaling. about like how I'm feeling and stuff. More so just like I started like writing ideas and like in actual like I have an actual book now. So I mean I've had it for a long time, but like I actually like physically started writing.
So
it.
creative.
It feels so strange because I haven't written anything in so long. So it's just this
How did
weird.
it feel?
Wait.
How did it feel writing though?
It was
What
just
do you,
weird.
and what do you normally do then? Do you type or
Yeah.
do you just
Type,
okay.
sketch. Like I'll sketch on the like on the Mac with the mouse. Like you know what I'm saying?
Sketch
Yeah, like
with a mouse on a
yes,
Mac. How?
the little track. Yes,
Mad?
all
That's
my
insane.
bro. This is what I'm saying. So because I've done it for so long since 2000 and like 17, 16.
Mad.
That I've been like just doing everything on the Mac. So it's just weird.
No,
like,
sorry. I can't get my head past. You draw using the cursor
On the trackpad.
Yeah.
That's,
on the
that's
trackpad.
insane.
You draw.
Yeah.
What are you writing?
What do you mean? No, I'm just like click and draw.
Just wait. So
But what are you drawing?
Anything, any illustration I've done is most likely with.
Oh, you know what? I don't know why I thought this year. I thought you were journaling on your Mac, but you were writing.
oh no.
I was thinking that's insane, bruv.
That seems like more effort, but nah.
Yeah.
So I just started writing again. It feels weird, but it's more fulfilling. Like you feel like you've done something. So yeah, started yesterday. Hopefully I can keep up. Like Mike was saying, sometimes you kind of forget that you started something and then kind of let it go. But I just wanted to round off the year just because I realized, like similar to Burns, when the year is kind of going, you're just kind of like in the flow and you're forgetting about things. But like I want to be able to feel like I did it. I feel like when you do it with your hands, it's easier for you to remember, as opposed to typing it or just voice noting it. Sometimes, for me anyway, because I have so many voice notes, I forget that I've recorded them, and sometimes I go back and I'll be like, "What the hell was I talking about?" Like so confused. So I want to start writing again. My handwriting has gone like to pants now. I can't even write properly.
Where'd you find the time though? Because I think for me, the reason why I'm starting to use the journal app now is because for me, just like I love writing in my journal. I remember when I was in uni, obviously I had more time on my hands, but when I was at uni, I had like this book I used to write in all the time, and like I look back at it and I'm like, oh, I'm so happy I did that. But like now, because of like the pace of my life, it's like okay, during the day, and I want to get into the habit of that more. And I think when it comes to the new year is always about habits, right? It's about how can I start a new habit? How can I start this?
Yeah.
But I think one thing I want to be more intentional with is like, I guess I kind of do it with prayer and like Bible study and stuff, but like actually reading a book or spending carving out time in my day to journal. But for me, I find it easiest to be on a train and just start journaling. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, how do you find the time and capacity to spend time and write things down? Obviously, you just started, but how are you intending for that to happen?
I just said I have to do it. I didn't have a choice. I was just kind of like, at the end of the day, if I can go on social media and scroll for like 5 minutes, I can easily write.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't take me that long for me to write. Like yesterday I had some ideas that like, and most of the times when ideas come, I'd be like, ooh, I remember it, and you forget. So I was just kind of like, rather than saying I'll forget or voice noting or writing on the notes app, let me just actually like, I like put it down. That's an actual idea. I just had to be like forcefully intentional. Like I just had to tell myself, it's either you do it or you don't. Simple as. And yesterday I was just kind of like, okay, I'm in bed. The book is literally by my bedside, so I was like, I have no choice. It's right here in front of me. There's a pen there. Just do what you can and go. Like even if it's a tiny, like even if it's just a word that I write because it sounds cool to me and I want to kind of think about it as the week goes on for like a song or like an idea for a design or something. Like even if it's just that, I'd rather not. Like I want to start writing more, so that it's like there's something I don't know. I think this year there was a lot of physicalities that I feel like beginning of the year I started with that I didn't kind of like carry through, like prints and like just stuff like that. And I don't know. There's something so like primal about using your actual hands and not feeling like, because when you're typing, like your fingers don't know, they're not biased to any of the buttons. You can press A, you can press Q, and it will still just be a button. But when you're writing the Q and you actually have to do that whole motion, it's a completely different experience. I don't know, it's something like beautiful about it. Yesterday I was like, oh wow, I actually miss writing, but you know, it's one of those things that I didn't realize I missed till I was like, hold on, I've got a book here and a pen. Why am I not writing as much as I used to? You know?
Yeah. That's good.
Oh, well, that's the end of the episode.
No, it's time to reflect on, to be honest. I think, yeah, it's, I guess, going into this reflective mood now, obviously Christmas, when this comes out, obviously, it won't be Christmas yet, but like, and we wish you happy holidays. But like, what are the things you're looking forward to doing next year? Like, if there's one thing, what is that one thing we're looking forward to doing next year? And yeah, don't mention anything that should be confidential.
That's funny. I will say that I'm looking forward to being more disciplined. I think that's what everything that I want to do next year boils down to, like my discipline.
Yeah.
Doing things when I don't want to do it, want to do it, don't feel like doing it. All the above. I think, you know how there's certain things that you realize that you've always known that it's something that you need to work on.
Yeah.
And then I think for me, I'm like at a fork in the road where I'm just like, okay, in order for me to get to where I would actually want to get to, I just need to exercise discipline in a lot of areas outside of just like creative, like in terms of like fitness and just like health, making better like choices and stuff, and not being as like impulsive or emotionally led, because I really do allow my emotions to just kind of dictate what I'm going to do in a lot of ways. And it's not all bad, but I think especially when you need to get stuff done, for me, like my emotions can really just like change the course of like my day, which then kind of has a knock-on effect on loads of other things. So I think, just learning to have a better relationship with my mental health, I guess, and just like me determining what I want rather than like my emotions and other things determining like what my future and stuff is gonna look like. So it'll be cool to see how that plays out in different ways. Especially with like fitness too, because I like the idea
Trying to
of
be
being
sexy.
No, I really am. I really
I
am.
love that for you.
No, I really am. Like, I always joke with there's a friend. I'm always like, oh yeah, I'm sexy already, but I'm trying to be sexier, you know. But also just like fitness wise, maybe it's because like 30 is like it's like 2 years. It's not.
It's coming close, yeah.
But it's coming close, and so I'm just like, you know, I hear friends that are like they can't like do certain things. Their back is paining them, their knees, and I'm just like, this is not great because we're still young, and you're complaining about your mobility now. Like, let's start putting things in place, or even like doing things like going to the dentist and like getting stuff sorted, and it puts a lot of things into perspective. Certain friends having like certain health issues, and you're like, wow. And I'm very fortunate that I'm good right now.
A lot of us are winging it, you know.
No, honestly, bro. Like,
Living on the
Until the
urge.
injury happens, yeah. A lot of us are winging it.
nah. And it's so bad because, again, I think we've said it often before, like we have so much access to information and we know the things that we should do and shouldn't do. But sometimes you just want to take the easy option and stuff. But yeah, that all takes a toll on you. And just, I just want to be more mindful of like serving my body better, serving myself better. So discipline is like a big thing for me. What about you guys? Burns, Jude?
Go on, Bernard.
Oh, thank you, Cancer. I think for me next year, I want to do more exploring, and also being bold in my identity as a creative. So, like I want to be able to just go to like I just want to go to a countryside, or kind of live in one right now. But I want to just go into like a cabin somewhere with a nice lake and just cool off for a weekend. And just dream and just recharge again. Do you know what I mean? I want to do things like that, and I also want to have. I feel like I want to have more of like a established creative identity in the sense of like. I think when we went to the Es Devlin event where she released her book, and I think one thing that really inspired me was the fact that she's got her own identity, but also the thing that Jemba, when she was talking about like, oh, there's nothing. Basically, the advice I gave to like creatives, like, oh, there's no references, like nothing's original kind of thing.
Right. And
it's like, I've got all these different people that I admire in terms of like their creativity and how they approach their work, and it's like the way they branded themselves is like so amazing. It's like you just know who they are, and I think it's about legacy as well. I want to start now in the sense of like, you know, when someone's like, oh, I got my work done by this person, like that's what I want it to be, kind of thing. Because I feel like I'm very proud of my work and I'm proud of like my essence, but I think I want to establish it a bit more, and I don't really want to do what people are telling me to do, if that makes sense. Not in an arrogant way, but in a sense of, if you're coming to me, you know what you want. Do you get, like, you know that I'm gonna come give you this style. Don't come to me because you want so and so. You're coming to me because you want it to be done by me. Yeah. So I think that's kind of where I want to head towards. So how I do that will be interesting. But bit by bit, I'm sure that that should be quite fun. So that's me for next year. Yeah. What about you, Jude?
Oh, I think next year I want to play more. I feel like this year it's very serious for me. Like, yeah, and I think I miss just playing and being able to like have fun with like creativity. Yeah, right. As opposed to having to think about like the end goal. I think a lot of times I get caught up in like trying to figure out what this is going to mean, and like I think perhaps that's probably why I'm even like writing more now, or wanting to write more, because I feel like when I write, I allow myself to make mistakes and play. So yeah, hopefully next year I get to play more. I feel that when I start to play more, perhaps it will allow me to explore different areas that I've already explored in a newer way, right? So that I have like a different perspective on things that I already do. Because I'm getting to the point where I feel like I'm slowly not getting bored, but when you do this, when you can do all these things and you just switch on the button and you're like, oh, here we go. I'm getting to the point where I need to reignite that child to just play again.
I guess that's like not the curse, but almost like the essence of a multi-hyphenate, where it's like you always want to add on to what you can do already. I don't know, it's like there's things that you probably want to explore now. Like I think I was watching this YouTube channel, it's like this black and white guy lives somewhere in London and they build stuff. I forgot their name, so forgive me.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. And is it under development or something?
Yeah, but you know them, man. They'll find something on the internet and they'll be like, it's too expensive, let's build it ourselves. And then, right. But like, even I think I saw a lamp the other day at the place we went to for Es Devlin's event. Fam, I was telling Lola like, yo, fam, I think I want to build a lamp. Do you get, like? But that's the hyphenate nature of me, in the sense of like, nothing can stop me. I always want to just learn something new. I always want to add to what I can do already. Do you know
that's what children do, innit?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what children do.
Exactly that.
I think that's what I miss, being able to just do things without thinking about, oh, because I do this, therefore I am a carpenter. I just want to be able to play,
do whatever I want to do.
Exactly.
If I want to be an astronaut one day, I'll be an astronaut.
Yeah, let me be a dinosaur, man.
No, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, pretty much.
Word.
So that's wavy, man.
Yeah.
Well, we're wishing you an amazing end to your 2023. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah, man. Enjoy, and we'll see you in 2024. Love and guidance.
Chestnuts roasting on an open
See ya.
fire. Oh my god! I didn't know that was a thing.
What?
Hey, that's wavy.
Why can't I do it?
Now you don't hold your thing.
Wait, is it because you're on iOS 18, 19, 20, 21? Oh, mad. Okay.
Jude.
Damn.
Hey, that's wavy though.
Are you still on macOS Leopard?
No, it's the new Mac. It's literally like. Anyway.
Nah, they're weighing it, man.
Hello.
But yeah, man. Till next time.
Alright, bye, people.
Thanks, guys, for tuning in to today's episode of Rule of Thirds. Feel free to share your thoughts with us using the hashtag RuleOfThirdspod. And for more from us, follow us on Instagram at Rule of Thirds Pod, or our personal accounts for myself, Burns JNR,
Mike at _ man like Mike.
And Jude at Kente Kwame.
Catch you guys in the next one.